Lee A-ran is a one-woman success story. A North Korean defector, she's built up a restaurant business promoting what she calls a lost northern food culture. But if North Korea has a separate cuisine, increasingly the same can be said of its language. When Lee first studied in Seoul, she says she understood only about 30% of what was being said, and so her recipes would turn out differently from her classmates.
It's okay if you don't understand English, but basically it's the same language that we don't understand, so the misunderstanding created is deeper and lasts longer.
We met two university students, Lim Son-hung, born and raised in South Korea, and Choi Chang-hyuk, a defector from the north. So it even comes down to fairly basic things like a donut. What's that in South Korean?
Donut.
Donut. And in North Korean?
가락지빵.
가락지빵. And how about a pen?
볼펜.
Ballpen?
원주필. 원주필.
I used to watch smuggled South Korean movies and dramas in the north. At first, I couldn't understand anything, but over time, I realized it was the same language, and I was able to understand what was going on. So that helped me when I arrived here, but still, there were words that I didn't know.
Since 2005, Han Yong-un and his team have been working with their North Korean counterparts on a unified North-South dictionary, due for publication in 2019. He says the issue stems from contrasting attitudes to foreign words and the fact that the different social and political systems require different vocabularies.
We found that 52% of words commonly used by South Koreans in daily conversation differed from North Koreans. And for words used by professionals, it was 66%, because differences have become deepened for professional terminology.
In downtown Seoul, they celebrate one of the great heroes of Korean history, King Sejong, who in the 15th century was responsible for the creation of the Korean alphabet, spreading literacy and communication across the peninsula. He wasn't to know that nearly 600 years later, his countrymen would be divided by a heavily militarized border and increasingly by a diverging language. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.